Hi.
What's up?
Yo.
Hey.
Hi.
I guess I should get off my phone, sorry. I was Facebooking.
So are we.
Oh, excellent.
Hold on, I'm actually sharing the post that's telling everyone to check out this cast right now.
Excellent.
Sweet.
Yes. Do this.
I'm doing this, by the way.
Oh, here, just do this. I need my phone to charge.
Exactly. Just do this.
I tried. It didn't work last time.
Hey,
There we
you're
go.
on.
Check.
There we go. Now I got the cam working.
Hey, there we are.
Now we're with you.
What's up?
All right, everybody. This is obviously Redler and Queen Bitch, and we are with Kelsey
Obviously.
and
Nick.
Nick!
Kelsey and Nick of KEVLAR.
Yeah!
Did you get the memo on that?
I did get the memo, but I was mixing him up with the other drummer's name that we talked to last week.
Joe.
Is that what his name is?
Yeah, his name was Joe, who only had beer or something and didn't
That's
want
my
to talk.
It's okay.
It is his middle name.
Oh, it's Nick Joe?
Well, it's Nicholas Joseph, but no one's counting.
Oh, okay. All right. I will ask you to do one thing for us, Nick.
Yeah?
Move about 3 inches to your right.
Kelsey, that means you gotta move.
I'm trying.
Well, I don't know. There you go. That's better.
Well, just sit on her lap or something.
That's not gonna happen.
Oh, no, I just... Oh.
Are we still there?
Yeah, we're
no,
still
we're
here,
still
but
here.
we can see us now.
Oh, jeez.
I blew it.
No,
That's
you're
all
good. You're all good. All right,
Okay.
so you guys are with the band KEVLAR, and I actually saw you Facebook Live a couple of times from the South by Southwest event.
Oh, yeah!
Because we happened to be in San Antonio that weekend because we were originally planning on going to Austin that weekend until we found out about the festival going on.
And we were it's not that we didn't want to go, it's just that we didn't have time to enjoy it. And we had some other things we needed to take care of. It was pretty much go down there for the couple of days and then come right back.
Right.
So, and we had to see the Alamo, so.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
And, you know, I've lived in Texas for like 9 years, and this is the first time I've seen the Alamo.
You probably remember the Alamo, don't you?
I do. That was vivid memories.
Hopefully
Just like
good
we're-
ones.
Yeah.
Hopefully good.
David-
Yeah, David Crockett guy. He was a real hoot.
Indeed. So I gotta ask you, what are you guys drinking?
Oh, we're not.
Yeah.
We're not.
They're just
We
goofy
don't
naturally.
You know what?
We're boring people.
We're pretty boring people, but we're all 21.
Except for Jake.
Yeah, we all, like, not just
Well, you
her.
know 21 is the drinking age, right?
No.
I'm just making sure you're aware of this.
We're not big drinkers. So
Now
good.
that's actually surprising.
yeah, we like to have a good time every now and then, but no, when we're here at home,
Hey!
we just got off of a how many 5-episode long binge of The Sopranos.
Yeah.
That was our Saturday afternoon. So we don't need alcohol to have fun.
We just need Tony Soprano.
We just need Tony Soprano.
That was I honestly I didn't start watching it until like it was on its last season, and then I got like a whole new perspective of Tony Soprano and what the show was about, and I was like, all right, now I may actually have to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I never watched
have
it.
to.
It's such a thoroughly well done show.
You just have to. So,
All right, so I guess the first question I need to ask, and this is a cookie cutter question, is how did you come up with the name?
They didn't want to get shot.
Obviously.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, when it was just me, Anthony, who's my brother / bass player, and our old singer, we were trying to come up with a name because we had a terrible name. But actually, it wasn't terrible. It was an excellent name. We were called Chariot of Apollo
excellent
for
name.
like a month. And then we thought,
Chariot of Apollo?
Like
Chariot
Chariots
of
of Fire?
Like Chariots of Fire?
yes.
Okay.
And we thought the name was so great that we couldn't use it. So we were trying to think of another name.
That nobody would get it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
it was too emo. It was too emo that no one would understand you.
Anyway, me and Anthony, we used to play hockey. And on the back of Anthony's goalie equipment, it said reinforced by Kevlar. So I go down the basement band practice one day. It's like, guys, how about Kevlar? And they kind of look like, I mean, it's okay. I mean, we'll use it for now.
And it
So-
just stuck.
Yeah, and that was back in like 2010.
Now,
So-
when I told
So 7 years later, you're still Kevlar.
yeah. Now, I actually told some coworkers that I was going to be interviewing you guys, and they're like, "How did they get away with using that name?"
We get that sometimes, actually. There's some stories behind that too, because when I joined the band about 2 years ago. When we started to gain momentum, that's not to say that you guys didn't have momentum when you
But
first
she
started.
added to the momentum.
When we started to play out more and gain a little bit more momentum than we had been gaining, people started to contact us, especially other bands, because a lot of rappers are named Kevlar. And
Really?
if you look on Spotify or Google Play or anything like that, our music is under their name, Kevlar. And so we got contacted by them. And so in one instance, a French rapper contacted us, and I speak a little bit of French, so I knew what he was telling us. And he literally said, "Yo, guys, you need to back off. I own the name Kevlar."
We don't. He
And we looked into it, and he didn't. We contacted the Office of Copyright, and we said, "Does this guy own the name Kevlar?" And they said, "No, he doesn't. Actually, the company who does bulletproof vests own the name Kevlar. It's DuPont."
Yes, DuPont.
Yeah.
And no, he doesn't. So he can't tell you that you can't use the name. Only DuPont can. So long story short, we went through a whole entire thing with DuPont about using the name. We never got anything back. And because we're a quote-unquote small band, we're allowed to use the name. Yeah, up-and-coming band. Mm-hmm. We're allowed to use the name until something happens where we have to
until you need to do some copyright type
until we
thing.
need to do copyright, which is where we're going to have to get an entertainment lawyer involved.
Yeah.
Well, you can do what the band Fun did. The band Fun, I don't know if you guys remember them. They had a few hits with, We Are Young.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Of course.
Anyway, well, there's a European band called Fun. I can't remember if they're from Scandinavia, Sweden, somewhere up there. They were called Fun. And they actually told them they couldn't use the word fun, but because of copyright laws and how they are written, all they had to do was add a period after fun, and they can use it.
And they can get away with it.
Obviously, you could do something along those lines.
And that's what we were told, too, which is actually why we started capitalizing
It's all caps.
our name.
To make it slightly different.
Yes, because we had originally gone with just the K capitalized, and it was just regular Kevlar, but now we do it all in caps. Mm-hmm. And, obviously people, that's how we do it on all of our social media, and that's how we do it in all of our press releases and things like that.
Yep.
And,
got the free download cards.
Yeah, that's
I think it's reversed on your screen.
Yeah.
No, hold on. Leave it there for a second.
Perfect.
Oh.
There we go. I'm taking pictures with my cell phone so I can post them.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so we do it all in caps, and just in case, you never know if someone's going to come after you one day and just try to get
obviously.
It's
like I have a story similar to that. The original logo for my show was I used the word Dell, except I changed it.
Yeah, we saw that on your Skype profile.
Yes. Well, I actually had someone. It was a lower executive or whatever, but I actually got an email saying you cannot use this; it's copyright, and so I'm like, why? And it's all because of that fucking E that's crooked.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly. They copyrighted the way that logo.
And so
That's so stupid.
And so
crazy.
I used it for as long as I could, and then a distant cousin of mine who is a lead singer for a band in Norway, she actually created the current logo that I've been using for a couple of years now. So I thought that was awesome.
Super
Yeah,
cool.
very cool.
Now, so you guys have been around since 2010?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the
And-
first incarnation. Yes.
All right, and then why did you guys... Okay, so who was the lead singer before Kelsey?
Before there was a good friend of ours. His name was Brian. He's definitely kind of more had a country kind of twang to him. Some of our songs were a little more we had a few more ballad type things. But it was interesting though because our breakup with him was very mutual. He wanted to focus on school, which we totally respected that.
Absolutely.
And when he left, we all kind of sat down and we were like, okay, well, we're trying to find a new singer, but let's not throw out any of the possibilities of having a female sing.
Now, see, that was actually my next question, because the reason I was asking, who was before her is, okay, why did you guys decide to go in this direction toward female? Because honestly, I love female-fronted metal bands. I don't know why. I love them.
They're a rarity, and they're awesome.
I had no control over it.
I don't think it was really anything like set in stone. Like, okay, let's go in this direction. I think she when she came to the house for band practice, instantly everything just gelled, and we're kind of moving in this direction with Brian, our old singer. But towards the end, he was just getting less and less involved, so we didn't really have time, or not. I guess I shouldn't say time, but we didn't really have the energy to put into writing as much music. So when Kelsey came, we had all these fresh ideas. And so I think that's kind of what sparked in the direction that we're heading in now. It's just that burst, I guess.
Cool.
New.
Yeah, something fresh.
Now, I've been searching out, a couple of other songs, because I actually played the title track of your new album about 4 or 5 weeks ago on my King of the Hill. And that's
Alibis?
when Yes.
Alibis. Okay.
And I so totally slaughtered the name of it too.
What did you call it?
Did.
Albus?
Did you call it
I did.
Yeah.
I'm a dumbass.
A lot of people do that. That's okay. Don't worry about
You
it.
pronounced alibi Alibis?
I did. I've never seen the word spelled like that before.
Did
I've never
you
seen
never
the word.
see the movie Her Alibi with the dude with the mustache?
That's probably why. I
What's the
didn't.
dude with the mustache? Magnum PI guy? Tom Selleck.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Tom
Sorry.
Selleck.
It took me a minute to get there.
But no, I had stumbled upon Alibis a couple of months ago, and I'm like, oh, this seems like a pretty cool song. I'll throw it in, and I decided, all right, it'll be the third song. Usually, the third song never gets any respect or whatever, and in this week, it didn't. But I liked the song myself, and I was like, you know what, I got to try to reach out to him. And I reached out, and then we ended up doing this, and it's like, man, I really like their music, so I had to find a different song to play for tonight. And so I'm going through and watching the videos, and I noticed in a couple of them you had like this white streak of your hair, Kelsey. What was that all about?
Yeah, that was the Nevermind music video.
That I had a white streak?
Wait.
You had like it was almost
Yeah,
like
but-
one section of your hair. It was like completely
no,
white.
Oh, I had the Corella DeVille. I had the Corella DeVille in what?
That was what it is.
I had the Corella DeVille in the Nevermind, I think.
It was either that or it wasn't Oblivion. Your
No,
hair was
in
all
Oblivion,
black.
my hair was brown. So it had to be Nevermind.
Yeah, that was from like.
Now, don't mispronounce that one.
Thanks.
It had to be Nevermind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it definitely had to be that one. And in that one, I dyed my hair.
Died.
Yes, I died. I was gonna say I wish, but then I was like, "Ooh, that got dark."
That's okay.
Ew.
Dark humor's a sign of intelligence.
Yeah. I dyed my hair half and half at one point. So I went half white on one side and half black on the other. And so for most of that video, I wore it like straight down the middle.
Okay.
And so it like the white went straight down the middle, and it was like a complete part of white. And I thought it looked so cool the whole time, but
It was definitely interesting, and I'm just like, man, okay. But this was actually my week to pick, the songs for King of the Hill, and so I did all the research. She didn't actually get to see the videos or anything ahead of time.
Hey, Todd made it. Who? Oh, that's Todd. Never mind.
Okay,
Sorry.
but
No, we're both doing online school, and I've been bogged down trying to keep up.
yeah.
oh yeah, I get it.
And plus, I took on like double the responsibility at work. So yeah, it's been a fun week.
Yeah.
So how did you guys do, or how did things go at the South by Southwest concert?
Oh,
That's just we could fill a whole interview just talking about that.
We totally could.
It was just a great experience. We learned so much. We went to all like these conferences and meetings because they set it up there for the artists. Like if you're on an official showcase, you get an official artist wristband, so they add certain things like just for artists like I don't want to say like meet and greets, but like you could go and meet with people from like record companies or
just the industry,
just like industry people in general.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we went to as many of those as we could. Actually, me and Kelsey went and sat on a conference with Mick Fleetwood.
Yeah,
nice
people there.
That was incredible, and it wasn't even just to hear him speak. I mean, what an incredible experience.
It was all like the unknown stuff. Like it was like none of like the Stevie Nicks era.
No, and none of the drama with her either, or any of that stuff. It was
Stevie Nicks is a slight crazy woman. She actually has. I lived in Arizona for years, and there's this mountain in the middle of Phoenix. It's called Camelback Mountain, and basically
because they like the hump.
That basically looks like a camel. It has the hump and a little bit of a head. But anyway. Yeah. But she has a house up there, and there's a lot of, like, big houses, mansions. There's actually, like, a castle up there. But there was rumors going around Phoenix that she only used candles to light up her mansion.
That wouldn't even surprise me, actually.
I know none of us were surprised by this, obviously. Yeah. But anyway, continue your story. Sorry.
That's really...
it was an incredible experience, and it was just...
Making connections with people, just learning, I guess... Just getting on the streets and actually just walking around for hours and just trying to promote the shows that you're playing at too. Just putting in the work. Just getting the experience. Like, to be completely honest, I was very anxious going there. I was like, what the heck am I supposed to do? And then after like the first day, just you get an understanding. You just kind of get like a confidence and just how to approach people like that scenario. Because you're walking on, there's like, it's like 2 or 3 blocks by like 10 blocks. That's all blocked off.
Right.
And there's just nothing but crowds of people just flooding the streets. So it's intimidating.
Now, did you get to it? Did you actually mingle with some of the fans?
I haven't seen him.
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I know most bands don't really do stuff like that.
I think maybe next year we need a plan, like plan to go down there.
No, that'd be awesome.
And see what kind of access we can get, just to be able to, one, promote the show, because we need to do that. And two, just to kind of interact with different people and, get some different bands and things like that. But I think we really should try and plan that next year.
Yeah, you guys should definitely go. It's already on our calendar to go next year. I mean, we had so much fun, and it's honestly, that's a really big thing for us. Is we don't call them fans. Actually, I know that sounds dumb because I'm sure a lot of bands say that, but we don't call them fans. We call them, what do we call them? I mean, we usually call them our family.
Yeah, it's just
that's cool.
Or our friends. We usually call them our friends.
Honestly, I've only heard one other band actually use that term, family. And that is my favorite band of all time, which is right here, Five Finger Death Punch.
Five Finger Death Punch. Yeah.
I've seen them almost a half dozen times now, and they're fucking spectacular. But that's a whole nother story. I really dig the music. And, when I stumble upon, and this is my favorite part of the show, is where I get to find music that not many, if any, have ever heard of. And I get to promote it out there the best I can. Say, hey, listen to these guys. I know what I'm talking about. And, at the South by Southwest, I know there was one, possibly 2 artists that I've already interviewed on the show that were there.
Right. I remember one of them.
I Am Bad Luck.
Okay.
She was there, and I believe Hale Sagan was also there.
Was Hale Sagan there? Really?
That's what she told me she was planning on going. I don't know if she actually
did. I thought she sent a tweet or something from there.
I didn't see anything about them being there. But that might have just been, honestly, I went through the whole thing up and down like I was a was a complete freak about South by, so these guys can tell you. But
someone actually called her a band Nazi.
Yes, they did. That's a whole other story, but I like to get stuff done, guys. But that's a whole other story. But other than that, I mean, I didn't see anything about them being there, but that would have been cool to run into them. I have talked to them a couple of times about doing something together, but
that would be awesome. We love Hail Sagan, we really do.
We've gotten together on that. They're on a little bit of a different level than we are, so they don't really have time for that.
Yeah, well, and that's what I mean, honestly, I'm honored that we were able to talk to them. We talked to I Am Bad Luck in November, and we talked to Hail Sagan the 1st of December, and actually we are going to have Hail Sagan back next week.
Oh, awesome!
Nice.
Very cool.
Because we had audio problems the first time around, and obviously since then we've fixed them, and so I was like, we need to do another interview. The audio sucked the first time. She's like, well, all right, how about this time? I'm like, all right, good. Now, who are some of your guys' inspirations, or who do you look up to in the music industry?
Okay.
Take it away.
Well, number one, Rush, greatest band of all time.
Wow, Rush.
Oh, we can both do it at the same time. Ready?
What?
All right.
Oh, wait. Okay, let's do the Rush thing together.
Yeah, I do.
I got Rush.
And I got Paramore.
You can't see it.
Oh, Paramore.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got my Paramore right here. You got your Rush. Well, I had Paramore on me all the time.
Yeah, she's got
I got Harry Potter.
I actually dig Paramore, so I'm cool with them. Rush,
I like Rush.
I'm not a fan.
I like Rush.
That's okay. It's not for everyone.
Yeah, it's not
No,
for everyone.
exactly. Just like
Interstage Left is awesome.
what?
Interstage Left.
Exit stage left.
Exit stage left. Thank you. I'm a little drunk.
I'm a little drunk.
This
That's
is
an awesome one.
honestly, this is what we do on the show. We get drunk, we interview bands, and we play a lot of games.
And I invite everybody over to our house if you're in town.
There's that too.
So if you're touring in the Fort Worth area, we got a backyard.
Will
All right,
do.
so for all those who don't know, where are you guys located?
Erie, Pennsylvania.
Erie, Pennsylvania. So basically, when
when we moved to Michigan,
yes,
we have a spot there as well.
yes, because I used to live just north of Toledo, Ohio, which is like about a 2-hour hop, skip, and a jump away from Erie.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, I know where Toledo is.
Yep, Toledo.
I grew up there, basically.
Nice.
Okay.
But on the Michigan side of it.
Yes. Where there was more swamp.
Yeah, that they build houses on, apparently.
Yes. All right, so what do you guys have planned for the rest of the year?
Trying to push an EP for the end of the...
Well, now that last week happened, we kind of have a big announcement coming.
Oh, yeah, we have a big
Uh-oh.
announcement.
Oh.
Do you want to tell us?
No, we can't, unfortunately.
Oh, just a little teaser. I got you.
Okay.
Now, it involves some paperwork, so...
Of course. No,
paperwork.
that's a great way of putting it, honestly. It involves paperwork.
It involves paperwork, so we can't tell you.
No.
No,
Completely
well,
understandable.
whatever it is, I hope it works out in your favor.
But what we can tell you is that we finished a music video 2 days ago.
Excellent.
For a single that's coming out soon.
Mm-hmm.
We finished a single 2 weeks ago that's coming out soon.
Which is the same single for the song, if you couldn't put that
Yes,
together.
if you couldn't put two
Just-
and
Well,
two together.
thank you for connecting the dots for us, because we are a little slow.
Gotta connect them.
Mm-hmm.
A new EP is...
That's the long-term goal. I think that's the big goal for the end of the year. Just
Oh, yeah.
Do you
right
have
now
a target date for that, or no?
Oh, end of the summer, it'll be here for you.
Okay.
Okay, when did Alibis come out? That EP?
Alibis came out in November.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
And-
so you guys are just jumping on the next one already. Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Alibis was only a single, though. There was no EP for that. There was no CD.
Yeah,
Okay.
there was no EP for that. Alibis is actually going to be on this EP.
Mm-hmm. Probably
okay.
the lead track, or
It'll-
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. It'll come soon. But
Well, you
yeah,
guys seem
Alibis-
like smart enough people to figure that out.
Yeah. So and then this next single that's going to be coming out is actually going to be a cover. So,
Nice.
some people might like that, some people might not, but if you've seen us live, you're definitely going to like it.
Cool.
So,
You need to see them live.
I wanted to see them live when they were at South by Southwest, but we couldn't go.
We had issues.
I know we couldn't go.
I have a 15-year-old daughter. We have issues.
I definitely need to know. Do you guys have tour dates for like this summer?
we do. We have a couple. Right now we're in the writing process, so and we're in the studio right now, so it's
see
kind
that.
of hard. It's kind of hard to have tour dates, but we are playing a few festivals as of right now.
Doing Move.
We're in Albany, New York.
That's coming up next weekend.
That's next
We're not
weekend.
going to make that.
Yeah, you're not gonna make that one. Then we're in Jersey Shore. We're playing Jersey Shore Festival, which I don't think you guys are gonna make that one either.
You gonna go hook up with Snooki?
Yeah, I don't think so.
What was that other word, dude? I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
R.I.P. And we got a couple coming around Ohio, but
We're
other
doing
than that,
Wisconsin too.
we got Wisconsin too.
That's
But
gonna be fun.
other than that, right now we're nowhere near you guys, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Well,
and that's
okay.
fine. That's fine. But I extend this to most of our interviews, but I would absolutely love to have you guys back sometime down the road. Because you guys are lively and fun.
If you get ready to release the EP, we'll be glad to, throw you on and have some fun with that and
show.
Yeah,
or whatever.
absolutely.
Getting that for show.
I can promise too. With the EP is going to come a whole nice tour down your way.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
hell yeah.
we loved Texas. Actually, in our writing room downstairs, which is downstairs in this house, we bought was it a 4x10 flag? Texas
Yeah,
flag?
we bought a huge ass Texas
We
flag.
got
Oh, you got brainwashed into the Texas thing.
Yeah, we did.
Within an hour of us crossing over the state line, we stop at a gas station, and there's like a fried chicken buffet in the gas station.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Welcome to
So,
Texas.
So we knew everything that we had to know for the rest of the trip based off of that.
It was the best.
It was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
So,
See, I made the mistake the first time I visited Texas. I was with my best friend, and we were coming down to see my mom and my sister, who had moved down here a couple years before that. And we stopped at a Waffle House in Texarkana. And we're from Michigan, and we sat down, and the waitress walked up and says, "How y'all doing?"
He hates the word y'all.
Typical Southern phrase. I looked at her, and with everybody in the restaurant, I was like, we won the war, right?
Wow.
Yeah, he's an ass.
I told my mom that. My mom's like, guns are legal in Texas. And I was like,
thing. We saw a sign that said like a gun show after church on a Sunday.
yeah, gun show after church.
That was a great sign. I wish I would have taken that.
Yeah.
complete craziness.
Yeah, you gotta enjoy I call it the ego in Texas. But it's quite interesting. Because I've only lived here for like 9 years, and I lived in Arizona most of my life, which is, Arizona claims to be like a red state, but it really is, do whatever the fuck you want, just don't mess with me.
Yeah.
So, and then we come here and it's like, no, we pronounce shit the way we want, we do shit the way we want, but if you don't fall in line with what we want, yeah, fuck you.
All right, I got two favorite questions I have to ask. The first one, what is your favorite thing to drink?
Alcoholic or non?
Either
or.
Blue raspberry lemonade. Or raspberry Kool-Aid. That's what it is.
Blue raspberry Kool-Aid.
Yes, blue raspberry Kool-Aid. Hands down for a drink.
Kelsey?
He still drinks Kool-Aid.
Yeah, he still drinks Kool-Aid. We all do. We love Kool-Aid.
I can't lie. I drink Kool-Aid when I remember to make it.
It's cheap.
I love orange juice.
It's not as cheap as it used to be. You could buy like 100 for a quarter or some shit.
You could buy like 6 of them for $1, and now it's like
$1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have two answers to this. My good day drink when I'm like feeling like a millionaire or like when I get paid is a Red Bull.
Nice.
I love Red Bull.
Those are the only times you can actually buy them is when you get paid.
is when I get paid because they're way too expensive for me.
Exactly.
So like, I love Red Bull, but if I'm not drinking a Red Bull, orange juice. I could drink orange juice every day, every night, for the rest of my life.
I can help you with these items. All right, first of all, with the Red Bull, just throw a shot of Jaeger in there.
No, don't do that. You'll kill your
Jaeger
heart.
bombs are my favorite thing in the world. What are you doing?
Yes!
No,
That's my
you're
girl!
You're going to kill your heart doing that.
They're my favorite things in the world.
Awesome.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Jaeger bombs are forever.
I know, right? Now with your OJ, you could throw a little vodka in there, and you'll have yourself a beautiful screwdriver.
I do the same
She
thing.
carries a water bottle with Smirnoff in it every day for
I
practice.
love Smirnoff.
And you said you didn't drink.
It is. I don't do that. I don't drink that often. I really don't. But when I do, it's Jaeger bombs.
Fuck yeah. That's awesome.
I
All right.
can't stand Jaeger.
Now, the second favorite question I have, the second favorite is, what is your go-to meal?
Like your comfort food, your favorite thing to eat when you're just like, I need this.
Here's the problem. Everyone in the band, including the manager, who is mine and Anthony's father, we're all very Italian.
We love food.
So that is, again,
So
one of the
food.
questions. Just food in general.
Just food.
My mom, I just told her this the other day, I don't have any memories of her ever making a bad meal.
No.
Oh.
And my dad, he seldomly cooks, but when he does,
It's like
it's legendary.
it's literally
like
legendary.
world
Like,
stuff.
you have to get like the whole entire block together to taste his cooking because it's legendary.
Okay, we're
have-
going to go to their house, and
Yeah.
they're going to host us, and we're going to eat all their food.
That
Oh,
works.
by all
Because-
means.
Yeah.
And
I
hey,
love
don't worry,
Italian food.
don't worry, Kelsey. I'll bring the Jaeger bombs.
Yes, please. The go-to meal.
We have, I guess, just
Do you have something
because
to feed
it's
them
the
for
family
tonight?
tradition, there is the Sanzo family Italian, the spaghetti sauce with like the meatballs. It sounds simple, but just the way that it's made is it's simple, but
There's so much flavor and love in it.
My grandparents, they came from Calabria, Italy, after World War II, and they brought the recipe over with them. And the meatballs, my Uncle Nick, who I'm named after, he makes the best meatballs in the world. So when we have a big Sanzo family get-together, there's always, no matter what, whether it's like Thanksgiving or Easter, there's always like the ham or the turkey, but there's also always the spaghetti and the meatballs.
Oh man.
Oh, wow. He loves spaghetti and meatballs.
I'm going to say the same thing, except my meatballs are different than yours. My grandmother makes
Whoa.
porcupine meatballs.
Should I go there?
No.
And
Should I want to go there.
No. Let her tell her story about her grandma's
porcupine
Okay.
meatballs are meatballs with rice in them.
Ooh, I've actually never had that before.
You haven't had Grandma Margaret's meatballs?
No.
Should I make them for you?
Mm-mm.
I'll make them for you next time. But
Aww.
porcupine meatballs are to die for. And every single time I go home, because I don't live in Erie. Well, I do, but when
Your
my
family's not from there.
my family is not from here. My family lives back in New York, and
It's like 7 hours from here.
yeah. So
Wow.
whenever I go home, I always have my grandma make me porcupine meatballs because they are the best things in the world. And my parents can't do them justice. My parents do not make them.
Your parents are really good cooks,
But
though.
my parents are phenomenal cooks, so that's the thing is that. But my parents can't do them justice. My grandma has to make them.
Grandma Margaret.
It's just Grandma Margaret. She's got to do it.
But one thing that is I've never had better ribs than what your father has
Oh
made.
no, my dad's ribs are. Yeah, my dad's ribs.
I feel so
And
like
all I did-
inferior to my cooking because I have like 2 good things that I can cook, and they're okay.
And all I did was ask them what food they liked.
But your dad.
Oh, my
your dad's
dad.
shrimps.
When my dad
His
I'm
shrimps.
allergic to shrimps.
tried
Really?
in the 90s,
Oh.
he and like my uncles and my mom and all their friends, they would go down to Pittsburgh for Steelers games for big tailgating parties. Like they'd get there at like 5 or 6 in the morning, and they'd party until the game started at like 4. And they would cook all
See, this is
food.
what I want to do on NASCAR weekends.
Those shrimps.
Sorry.
And my dad has this he used to do like it was he called it tailgate chicken and tailgate shrimp, where I don't know the recipe, but just how he makes it, just there's nothing quite like it.
He keeps it in the shell.
He cooks the shrimp in the shell, so it captures the flavor. I might bring him in here so we can talk about it.
He'll
kill me.
He'll kill you.
Hey, if that's something you want to do, by all means, this is your guys' interview.
My daughter actually wants to be a pastry chef. She's actually in the culinary academy at her high school, and her uncle is a fairly well-known chef in Phoenix.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, this food, I'm just like, I'm never gonna amount to anything. My mom didn't cook. I can't really cook. I can throw some shit together and it's edible.
Hey, I'm lucky to boil water.
But yeah, so no, this is cool. There was something I was going to say and I forgot.
I don't know. All right, so let me ask you.
I was going to say we talked to Andy, the guy from Italy.
Yes.
Last time we talked to him, he was eating McDonald's. So.
Oh yeah,
and he loves the Italian food, obviously. But no, something I was going to ask is, in your downtime when you have it, what's something you guys like to do? Obviously Netflix. Netflix.
We're all avid hockey fans. Pittsburgh, anything is our go-to teams. Penguins. Well, my dad, he's a huge Steelers fan, but me and Anthony and Kelsey, we're big into hockey more than football.
Now, see, I have to respect and bash at the same time. No, I respect the fact that you guys love Pittsburgh, because all the sports,
just get on
one
your
town.
Favorite team.
Detroit, baby, Detroit.
Okay, all right.
NASCAR.
Granted, my Lions haven't ever won an NFL championship other than 1957, but my Pistons were good in the 90s and 04. And let's see, hockey, we dominated hockey for a long time.
Unfortunately, you guys got booted before the playoffs this year.
That's true.
Yeah.
I honestly haven't followed hockey in about 10 years.
Oh, man.
I just know Sidney Crosby's a bitch.
That's not true at all, and I'll prove it any day. Don't get me started.
Yeah, don't get them started.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna get a hockey fan started, really?
No. Hey, it's cool.
They're worse than NASCAR fans.
That's almost true, because NASCAR fans are terrible. I'm a NASCAR fan myself, and no matter who wins every weekend on Facebook, it's like NASCAR is rigged. Like Jimmy Johnson should have won that 7th championship. He didn't deserve it. And it's just bullshit.
We're all a bunch of conspiracists.
Joe, you gotta do us a favor. You gotta add us on Facebook. Because you definitely got to be part of our NASCAR chat and obviously the fan page.
Most of my NASCAR chat's on Twitter, though.
That's okay. We still talk about it on Facebook.
We do. Quick push rules all.
See, that's her driver.
See, look at the eye roll.
No, Joe, I understand. Joe, I know where you're coming from because I feel the same way.
Did she say Bush?
Yeah.
Bush,
but this is my wife, so I have to agree with her.
Whatever, Junior fan.
That's right, Junior.
Whatever.
I know he's
bandwagoner.
I know. As soon as he gets a headache, he's going to climb out of the car and say he's got concussion symptoms again. But hey,
he's got to win at least one championship before he retires.
He does need to. He really does. I really hope he pulls it off this year. I really do.
Everyone hates me for being a Jimmy Johnson fan.
All right, now you might not want to add me on Facebook. I bash that motherfucker, and I pray.
I don't hate Jimmy Johnson as much as I hate Brad and Joey.
Oh, I cannot stand those two. They are.
All right, obviously.
Okay, I like you more now.
Maybe I should leave.
Hold on, Kelsey. We need a moment. All right, Kelsey. So, what sports do you like?
I'm only into hockey.
Only into hockey.
But the Toronto Maple Leafs are my team.
Penguins are close.
Penguins are close second. Yeah. So, my Leafs have their 5th, 6th game tomorrow. So they need it.
Yeah, this game's 6.
It's their 6th.
I want the Capitals to lose.
We're in the playoffs already? I don't pay attention
just to let you know, my minor league hockey team is going to make the conference finals.
Who is that?
The Toledo Walleye, of course.
Okay. Nice. Erie Otters, our
Erie
OHL
Otters.
team, they just lost tonight their second game of the semifinals for
Now
the OHL.
They're tied up now, though.
Yeah, they're tied. The series is at 1-1. They're playing, who are they playing? I don't remember who they're playing.
Another team.
Oh, yeah. They're playing a Canadian team. Go figure.
Excellent. There you go. All right, so here's a question. It probably isn't asked a whole lot, or maybe it is. I don't know. What's your guys' relationship status?
Oh. Never
Like everybody in the band, not just you two.
Yeah, are you
and
guys
you don't have to divulge anything you don't want to.
Okay. Anthony, the bass player, like I said earlier, he's my older brother.
Uh-huh.
The manager is our father, Frank. Jake, our guitar player, we've known him since high school.
I misunderstood the question. What do you mean by relationship status?
Boyfriend, girlfriend, married.
No.
Those things.
That's what I thought they meant.
No.
I thought they meant, like, do we have partners?
Correct.
Yes.
That's what they
Significant
meant.
others.
Not like, who are we to each other?
Well,
Like
yes,
brothers,
you guys are all related. We get that.
Well, no, Kelsey's not.
Well, I know she's not from Erie, Pennsylvania, so she's not related.
I'm just guessing that she's dating one of them.
No.
No way in hell.
No.
That would end everything.
Yeah, no, we don't.
That would be worse. Actually, no, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, we don't know.
Well, that's good. No, you keep everything platonic and professional. That's
all right,
cool.
so what I was asking is, are anybody seeing anyone?
Not necessarily in the band, but us outside the band.
Well, that being said, Anthony and Jake do sleep in the same bed every time we get a chance to, so.
Yeah. So you can leave that as you want
You can predict that however you want to.
Yeah.
Well, as long as they like to spoon, I guess. I don't know.
Interesting. Okay. Now, what about you two?
Significant others? Or no comment?
I'm too nerdy to have any kind of...
Just say you're playing the field, dude. That's the cool answer.
Playing the field.
I'm serious. That's what you gotta say. When you don't have a chick, you say, I'm playing the field, so I'm playing them all.
Field. How about this? How about we'll give you this answer? 3 out of 4 band members are on Tinder.
Nice! I need to get on Tinder again. Oh, wait, I'm married. Sorry.
There's your answer. How about that one?
I like that answer.
That's a totally fair answer, right? 3 out of 4 band members are on Tinder.
That's a very political answer.
I like that answer.
No, that's good. That's good.
Well, yeah.
All right,
that's a good answer.
No.
What we're going to do now is we're going to wrap this up. And, I mean, I hate to wrap it up because I love long interviews.
You guys can stick around or whatever, but we have other things we got to do.
That's alright. It's past our bedtime.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute.
The life of a rock star.
No, because when they were at South by Southwest, she Facebook Lived and said, "Oh, we don't go on stage till 9:30."
Well, it's 10:45 there.
Oh, that's right. They're a friggin' hour ahead of us.
Yes, you are no longer on Eastern Coast time. You're on that crazy ass Central time.
Yeah. Anyway, but what I'm going to do is for our King of the Hill, which is our Battle of the Bands, I'm going to play The Void for everybody.
Okay, cool.
Because I thought that one kind of kicked some ass.
Thanks.
So we will play that, and
Did
then
you pronounce it correctly?
I hope so.
Yes, you did.
And I hope you guys enjoyed your time with us tonight.
We did. Thank you so much for having us.
And then tomorrow morning sometime when I recover from my hangover, I will post the polls on both...
before the soccer game.
Yes. I will post the polls both on Twitter and on our Facebook fan page, which I hope that you guys try to join.
Yeah. Oh, you're on there already.
And excellent. And promote the fuck out of it. Vote for yourselves, because I know all the other bands do. And good luck to you guys. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you with us tonight.
And feel free to pop in anytime.
Yeah, it's been fun for us. Thank you so much.
I ask one more thing before we cut you guys loose.
Yep.
Just say who you are and what band you're with, and that you guys are listening to Hellcast Radio.
Cool. We can do that.
Okay.
Just tell us when.
Whenever. When.
Okay.
This is always the hardest part.
You wanna do it together? So, what's up? I'm Kelsey.
Yeah, they should do it together.
I'm Nick.
Okay.
We're Kevlar,
and you're listening
to Hellcast Radio.
Okay. Ready?
Okay? 1, 2, 3. What's up? I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Nick. And
We're
Shit.
We tried.
And we're Kevlar. Okay, I got it now. My fault. I messed it up, but I'm going to get it right this time.
Take 2.
1, 2, 3. What's up? I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Nick. And we're Kevlar. And you're listening to Hellcast Radio.
Awesome! That was kick-ass.
That was awesome.
So many times.
And we still don't get it right.
Still don't get it right.
Thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
Fun.
Thank you.
And like I said, I hope to be able to keep in contact with you guys and talk to you down the road. And
Absolutely.
definitely have you back.
I'm always on our social media pages, and I'm always on our email and all that stuff. So anytime you guys hit us up, really, we're always around, and we're always very appreciative of you guys reaching out and these interviews and all this stuff. So on our new album release and the new video release and all that stuff, definitely reach out and I'll reach out to you guys and let's do this again. We had a great time.
Oh, excellent. We love to hear that.
We will definitely do everything we can for you guys.
Cool. Thank you.
Have a great night, guys.
Good night.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.